create one derived factor. Go to task. So there are derived factors. So totally we are having 6 types of derived factors. One is age, length of service, age and length of service, compensation, hours worked, full-time equivalent. So where we are going to use these derived factors. So particularly you want to create a profile. Okay, you want to create a profile where you want to identify the particular person. You want to give more number of leaves based upon the length of service, or you want to give more number of leaves or anything in terms of benefits programs or in terms of compensation, wherever it is, we have to use these derived factors. Okay. So I'll create one derived factor, then you will understand better. So click on create length of service. Okay, what is the measurement here? So I'm creating length of service means I'm selecting it as a years. Okay. And this particular derived factor, I'm taking a range of values. Suppose if particular employee service is greater than 5 and less than 10. Okay. If particular employee's length of service is greater than 5 years and less than 10 years, I want to give more number of leaves. Okay. So then we have to select like this. It's greater than 5 and less than 10 years. So what I have to say? LOS greater than 5 and less than 10 years. So this is one profile, one derived factor I am creating. So period start date rule. So this is a factor. So there are two things. One is adjusted service date, date of hire, formula, and original hire date. So what is the difference between all these three, all these four? See, original hire date means, so date of hire, I first of all will select date of hire. So one person working in one company, he will be hired in a particular date. That is called as a date of hire. There is no ambiguity here. But original hire date means what? Suppose one person is working in ABC company and that ABC company was acquired by some XYZ company. Okay. So now he will become an employee of XYZ company, right? Right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So one person, okay, let us take Ram Patel is working in some ABC company earlier. And that particular ABC company was acquired by XYZ company. So now Ram Patel belongs to which company? Whether it is belongs to ABC or XYZ?
XYZ company.
XYZ. But so he has joined in a 3 years earlier in ABC company. Now it was acquired by XYZ company. But what about those 3 years? We need to consider it or not? In order to find out the length of service, you need to consider the previous experience which you have worked in the previous company or not.
Yes, sir. We will consider for the pre-company
We need to
experience.
consider because he, even though it was acquired company, there also is an employee, right? So we need to consider. So that is called as the original hire date. So adjusted service date. So these are, so either you can select a date of hire or better you select original hire date. Okay, select original hire date. And determination rule as of event date. So whenever we are running this particular, whenever we are calling this derived factor in a particular plan, absence plan. So on what date we are calling, based on that, this should be, so it should be more than 5 years and less than 10 years. It should be triggered based upon the event date. And rounding rule, we can give round to the nearest 10th. Now I'm going to create. So this is a kind of a parameters. Okay. So now I'll create one more length of service derived factor also. So for the employees who completed service for more than 5 years and still they have not completed 10 years. So this will applicable for them. What is the derived factor here? Length of service. And what is the rule here we are giving? the number of service years is greater than 5 years and less than 10 years. Okay. Now I want to create another length of service, that is future proof LOS greater than 10 years, less than 20 years. Okay. Unit of measurements is so greater than 10, less than 20. So same thing. Original hire date, determination rule as of event date, rounding year to the nearest 10th close. So now how many derived factors we are having? How many derived factors we are having, Harinath?
2, sir.
2 derived factors. So one will be identifying whoever the employees greater than 5 years and less than 10 years. And one will be identifying whoever the employees greater than 10 years and less than 20 years. So now I'm going to create another derived factor greater than 20 years. So I'm maintaining consistency across the naming conventions also. So greater than 20 years of experience. Okay. So I have created length of service derived factor. First of all, today we will see how these derived factors will help us in building eligibility profiles. Okay. And what is eligibility profile and where we are going to use this eligibility profiles also we will see. So we have created the derived factors. Okay, this task was completed. Okay, so now we are going to create an eligibility profile. Okay, before doing this one, we will see some part of theory also. We have created the derived factors and now we are going to create the eligibility profiles. So a derived factor turns a moving attribute. So moving attribute means what? So suppose yesterday you have completed 10 years. Okay, let us take by June 30th you have completed 10 years. Okay, and before June 30th, let us take May 30th, you have not completed 10 years. By completion of 1 month, you have completed the major milestone. Okay, means what? Whatever the factor that is dependent upon the time. Okay, that is dependent upon the time. So full-time equivalent, time, service means what? Length of service, age, all these three depends upon the time. Okay, that is called as a moving attribute. Time always moves, time always move forward. Okay, that in order to identify that kind of thing we have to use the derived factors. So in order to calculate the length of service, or in order to calculate the age, or in order to calculate the full-time equivalent, we have to use the derived factors. We have created this derived factor also. So what is the derived factor we have created? Length of service. Okay, so length of service, how it will be determined by hire date, adjusted service date, or seniority date, and so on. Okay, so age and length of service, we can combine both. Okay, rule of 75 used for retirement eligibility. Okay, we can combine all these things also. We can create eligibility profile by combining all these derived factors. Okay, at this point of time, it's not required at that much complexity. So that's why I have taken a simple thing and powerful thing. Most of that absence management, we will use length of service only. Okay, so we have taken this particular derived factor. Eligibility profile. What is meant by eligibility profile? Okay, there are 100 employees out there. Out of 100 employees, you want to give more leaves for certain employees. Okay, so as a kind of a benefits, as a kind of a benefit program, or you want to give some stocks to certain employees who are performing extraordinary well, or you want to give some sort of what you call company car to some employees who are at executive level, or you want to give some sort of bonus amount based upon their performance. So all these things comes under eligibility. Means they should perform exceptionally well, or they should complete some sort of experience in the company, or they have to complete some sort of service in the company, or we want to some sort of disabilities, anything. If you want to give some kind of benefits to some disabled persons, we can create eligibility profile, and whoever comes under that particular category, we can assign that kind of benefits. Okay, so this is called as a eligibility profile. I mean, first of all, we need to build the profile, and then we need to assign that particular profile to the group of people. Similarly, we will discuss the same thing in HCM groups also in time and labor module. Okay, we will see that one in the time and labor module. So for now, we are building eligibility profiles. Go to eligibility profiles. Okay. So we are creating a participant eligibility profile who are eligible to participate. Okay. So now the profile usage, where we are going to use this profile. By default, it will show as a benefits, but we need to change from benefits to global. Okay, please remember this one. So when we are using for absence management, we need to change this profile usage from benefits to global. Okay, and now future proof eligibility profile. Okay, so assignment to use. So this particular eligibility profile where we have to use this one. So any assignment under this entire enterprise. Okay. So not only for particular legal employer or so any assignment under particular one enterprise. Okay, the status should be active. Okay. So now we are creating a criteria. So eligible criteria to create a profile. So for our thing to give some more absences for particular employees who completed more than 5 years. Okay. So where it will come from? The eligibility criteria, where it will come from? So I want to create an eligibility profile to give more number of leaves. Let us take, I want to give another extra 10 leaves for those people who have completed more than 10 years. So where I have to configure that one? Factors. So we need to, that's the reason we have created the derived factors first. So before creating eligibility profile, we need to create the derived factors. So go to derived factors. So which derived factor we need to associate for this eligibility profile?
Length of the service.
Length of service. Go to length of service. Click on plus symbol. Okay. Sequence. And what is the name of the length of service we have created? Future proof. Future proof. Length of service greater than 10 years and less than 20 years. Okay. I want to use this. I want to use this derived factor. Okay. So this is good. So I'm creating a derived factor eligibility profile more than 10 years. Okay, eligibility profile. Just I want to give FP. FP means just for our understanding purpose, future proof. Okay. I want to give a service award for more than 10 years. So in order to do that one, I'm identifying who are eligible for that. So for that, we have gone to derived factors. Identified with the help of derived factors. Okay. Now, so I cannot give for all the employees. Okay, I cannot give for all the workers. So better I will call it as workers, because under workers there would be contingent worker also be there, and then non-workers would be there. Okay, and pending workers would be there. Okay, so I will select employment and I'll go to here assignment status. Okay, and the employees worker payroll also should be active and eligible. Worker HR assignment status should be active and payroll status should be eligible. And he should be salaried employee only. And if you go to here, person type. The person type, we will see the employee. So I want to give only for the employees, not for any kind of contingent workers or non-workers or something like that. Okay. Only for the employees only this particular plan is eligible. Okay. Is there any gender discrimination? No, I don't want to discriminate according to gender. So anyone, either male or female, they will get the leave based upon the service. Okay, disability. So if you want to give any kind of extra thing, disability, no, only based upon the service only. I'm creating this eligibility profile. We can see here there are so many parameters to be there. We can use any of them based upon the requirement. But for here, it's a very simple thing I'm going to create. That is only the employees are eligible and they are salaried employees. And assignment status means they should have proper HR activity, means work assignment should be there and payroll also should be running. Assignment category. So they should be full-time employees. So better full-time regular. I want to give only for full-time regular employees, not part-time employees also. Full-time employees, that to regular employees only, they are eligible here. Okay. So if you want to give any kind of grades, jobs, you want to restrict based upon the grade, job, position, payroll, we can restrict, but I'm not going to restrict anything. For all the employees under the enterprise, not at the legal entity level also, I'm not restricting here. At the enterprise level means what? Beyond legal employers, beyond legal employer, beyond legal entity, beyond a department. The rule is common at the enterprise level. Okay, this particular eligibility profile is common at the enterprise level. Okay, so now I'm going to click on save and close. Now click on done. Okay, now I have completed this task. Okay, now as a part of implementation consultant, I have completed this one. Okay, I have configured this one. Now I'll come back as a absence administrator. Okay, go to my client groups, absences. I want to see what are the eligibility profiles are there configured as per the requirement by the consultant. Okay, now I'll search for future proof FP. That is a document shared to me as an absence administrator from the consultant. I'll see here FP absence eligibility profile is there or not. Yes, it is there. I want to verify the hierarchy. So who are eligible here? Active and payroll eligible. Full-time regular. This is only applicable. This particular profile will be applicable only for the full-time employees only. And what is the derived factor? What is the dynamic here? Dynamic factor is the derived one. They are going to calculate based upon the length of service. Okay, based upon the length of service and person type. So this particular eligibility profile is only applicable for the employees, not for contingent workers or non-workers. Okay. So these many filters is going to apply while running this eligibility profile. Okay. So everybody understood how to create eligibility profile with the help of a derived factor. And first of all, what is meant by derived factor and what is meant by eligibility profile, eligibility criteria. So here, if you see here, 0 to 2 years, they are going to give 15 days. 2 to 5 years, they want to give 20 days. And 5 plus year, 25 days. So they want to give a accrual matrix based upon the length of service. So we will see this one while we are going to create an absence plan. Okay. So how we are going to create accrual matrix with the help of this derived factors.